Hello everyone, my name is Professor Heather Schultz Gittens and I am a full-time lecturer in Baruch College's Department of Communication Studies. I teach several classes: COM 3021, Professional Speech Communication; COM 2020, Introduction to Business Communication; COM 3150, Business Communication; and COM 4005, Public Relations Writing. And I will be talking about COM 3150 and COM 4005, which I will be teaching this upcoming spring semester. So in my business communication class, COM 3150, it's about teaching my students how to write and speak in a clear and concise manner, and also using persuasion. And one assignment that sticks out that I have repeatedly received positive feedback from my students is the mock interview. For the mock interview, my students have to find an internship that is aligned to their major and that they are interested in, and they have to prepare for that interview. So in the lecture, we talk about what to do before the interview, such as research, what to do during the interview in terms of delivery and storytelling, and backing up everything that you say with clear and concrete evidence and examples, and what to do after the interview, such as that very important follow-up thank you email. And I always tell my students, if you really want the job, then go to Paper Source or Papyrus and get some nice stationery and send a handwritten thank you card. Okay, that goes a long way. That goes a long way. So for the interview, I bring some guest mock interviewers from different industries, and they help me conduct the 5-minute mock interviews. And after the 5-minute mock interview, we give 5 minutes of live feedback where the students take some notes and they reflect on their experience. And for many of my students, this mock interview is their first time interviewing, so it is life-changing for them. And in terms of public relations writing, so in that class, it's all about approaching the world of public relations from a written communications perspective. So some types of assignments that we do press releases, email pitches, how to write a strong crisis communication statement. We do an industry interview where my students have to interview someone in the PR industry just to give them an inner scope of what their world looks like and their day-to-day. And the final project is a group PR campaign presentation, which I do want to take the time to highlight. I particularly like that assignment because it combines all their skills, their written skills and their public speaking skills. And it's a group project. And in the real world, all of you will be expected to work together as a team. There is no I in team. And I received positive feedback from that group project experience. Most recently, one of my students who took business communication with me last fall, 2024, he graduated this spring, and he sent me a lovely message on LinkedIn thanking me for all of these tangible skills that he learned in business communication, and that if it weren't for these skills, he would not have landed his first full-time job. So I'm gonna piggyback from what I shared from that student who graduated in the spring. It's because my classes are a training ground for the real world. So I want to make sure that you have all the skills that you need to thrive outside of Baruch College, such as public speaking, such as writing, and such as networking. And these are tangible skills and everything that I have learned outside the classroom. So my experience goes back from journalism, content marketing, and tech, and nonprofit communication. Everything that I've learned, I bring back inside the classroom. I also approached teaching from a place of mental health awareness and self-care. So when we think about what we need to do, whether that's academically, professionally, and personally, we need to take care of ourselves. And it's really important that we're taking care of our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health, and our spiritual health. And I tell my students that we are not machines, we are human. So I make sure that my students have the resources that they need. So I include, for example, the counseling center on the syllabus, and I do encourage students who I see in mental distress, because I am certified in mental first aid training, and I am able to detect if students are experiencing some mental health distress. And I have in the past escorted some students to Baruch's Counseling Center because they were in crisis. So I know that We all bring different experiences, and there's more than what meets the eye. So I bring that understanding and empathy in every aspect of my teaching experience. And I make sure that all my students, even the students who try to hide in the back of the room and they're quiet, I make sure that all of their voices are heard and they're all seen and they're all validated, because all of them matter. Across any industry, employers look for strong interpersonal communication skills. You need to be able to write and you need to be able to speak. And that's what I cover in business communication. And public relations writing, it's more focused on writing than speaking. But we do some public speaking with that final project, which is the group PR campaign presentation. Again, I am dedicated to helping my students get prepared for the real world. And it's very competitive for all of you right now, much more competitive than it was for me when I was an undergraduate student back in 2006, 2008. So it is my job to get you ready. And what I try to aim for my students is for them to find a job before they graduate, have that job lined up. And I've had many students who've taken my classes do that. Coming to Baruch College is more about than just showing up to class and doing well. It's also about networking and leveraging the campus resources. And there are so many resources here at Baruch College, which I will get into in a little bit more. Number one, be on time to your class. That's really important. So I am very strict when it comes to being punctual, not to give my students a difficult time, but to train them for the real world, because being on time matters. So let's say your shift starts at 9 a.m. That doesn't mean being on time is entering the building at 9 a.m. You need to be ready at your desk at 9 a.m. That's very important. So please make sure, everyone, that you are on time. And if you're not a morning person, then do not register for morning class, such as 9:05 or earlier than that. Number two, leverage Baruch College's resources. Many of my students are not aware of the many resources that they have here at Baruch College, such as the Counseling Center, which is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And all sessions are safe, they're free, and they're confidential. Mental health is very important to me, and I want all of you to prioritize your mental health, because we are not machines, we are humans. So please take care of yourself and honor your feelings. All of your feelings are validated. Also, please make sure that you go to the Writing Center. You can bring any writing assignment to the Writing Center. Let's say you're even working on a book that has nothing to do with your class. You can also take that chapter to the Writing Center and you will receive incredible and thoughtful feedback from these professional Writing Center consultants. Also, those of you who are interested in growing professionally, we have the Star Career Development Center. And you can practice for an interview with a career counselor. They can help you find an internship, a job. They can help you with your resume, with your LinkedIn profile, with your cover letter. And they also have different workshops and job fairs, both in person and virtual. So please make sure that you check out the Star Career Development Center. Do not wait until your last semester to leverage these resources. And number three, be really mindful of how you show up in class for your professors and for your peers, because you never know where the person sitting next to you will be. Okay? So don't be afraid to network with each other, and don't be afraid to network with your professors, because you're going to need your professors to write you recommendation letters for law school, for grad school, for a fellowship, for a study abroad application, for an internship, for a job. And professors are very busy. And for me, when a student asks me to write a recommendation letter for them, I want to know that I can give them a personalized recommendation letter. I need to know who they are. So your professor is going to include their office hours on their syllabus. So please make sure that you read the syllabus and take the time to meet with your professors on their office hours. Get to know them and have them get to know you. Again, it's so important to be mindful of how we show up in the spaces that we occupy, because we get one name and we get one reputation. So we want to make the most of it. It is very competitive to work here in New York City. And I know that the majority of my students, they do want to stay here in New York City. And you're not only competing with other Baruch students, but you're competing with other CUNY students and other non-CUNY students at other different public and private universities. So please make sure that you are mindful of how you are showing up for yourself, how you're showing up for others, and you want to put your professional foot forward at all times. I hope that these 3 tips were helpful. Thanks, everyone.